Pero ¿quién presenta primero a Michon, verdad?
Ujú. Bueno. Hi, my name is Michelle Villarroel,
Hi, my name is Andra Palos.
Hi, my name is Jimena Lara.
And my name is Luisa Garza.
and we're going to talk about the perspectives on multiculturalism. So, based on the arguments and perspectives provided by individuals of both countries, what made sense to you girls during the videos?
I understood that in France, people were very close to the idea of immigrants coming to a country or people living there because they mentioned it affected their traditions and their culture. And I understand that because France is a very touristic place for many, and receiving so many and so much tourism can affect the way life works around your country.
For me, I thought the video talked about like Luisa said, that multiculturalism is not viewed as a good thing. They were really close to migrants coming in, and there was a point of view in the video of a Muslim girl, and she talked about how France is a racist country because they are not open to new cultures. And yes.
Yeah, well, I understand like it was kind of different because in France, like they were not accepting to share their country with like anyone, like foreign people. And but they didn't have to see like to have any problem with tourists. And like that was shocking because people that have lived there for their whole lives were discriminated just because they weren't the same religion or like they didn't look the same as them.
Yeah, and I think, like, for example, a girl, I think she was called Camille, was talking about how immigrants were having like more opportunities and they were getting paid more for doing less. So she was kind of mad about that. So, how would you define your position on this matter?
So I understand that also Japan had different perspectives on the migration matter and the cultural sharing because they interview many people in the video and different have different perspectives. Some said that they accepted other people coming in if they respected their beliefs, if they respected their manners, and they were okay if they respected the culture in general. However, others were simply just not open to the idea of multiculturalism. And my position on the matter is that we are all entitled to have our own opinion, but I do believe it's okay. I do think the way some Japanese people think, like you can come to a country, but you have to respect uh our beliefs, our culture, and our manners as well.
Yes, for me personally, my position is that cultural diversity is very important in order to have a more inclusive world overall. But I do understand the Japanese points of views because in the video it shows how many of them haven't really traveled abroad and only know their culture. So that's why they are more close to meeting new people from different parts of the world. So it's important, I think, to also like start learning about new cultures and accepting them. But like as Lisa said, it's important to respect each other's cultures because we don't really fully are immersed in that culture, so it can be different for us. But respect is a really very, very important matter in multiculturalism.
Yeah, I also agree with Luisa. By like having the globalization and multiculturalism, it's very important for our society because it's how they grow, it's how they learn new things. Because if you don't integrate like stuff from different cultures to your own, you're gonna be stuck in there, like in that part of your life forever, and you're not gonna learn anything new. You're not gonna like evolve as a person and as a society, and even with your family. Like I completely understand like the perspective that Japan has because they're a very traditional country. So having like their own rituals and their own traditions is like very important to them, but also integrate stuff like from China, from Indonesia, from Turkey, like all those countries like has to do with their own identity. So I think it's important.
Yeah, I agree with you girls also, because Japan was like accepting foreigners to come to their country, but they wanted them to adapt to their country and their beliefs. And I think that's good, but I also think that multiculturalism is also about you from your country being open to new ideas and to new like beliefs and ideologies. So it's important to like put effort into both ways, like accepting where you're coming from and not opposing to new ideas. So, do you have any personal experiences or arguments to support your position?
So multiculturalism, I've seen it when we've visited, me and my family visited other countries, and we see cultural aspects that are visible, like clothing or food. And I understand, like in some places you will have to dress differently than how you commonly dress because of the culture, and I understand it. And I also think it's part of, no, eating the food, it's part of experiencing this new country and respecting these new cultures. But it's also interesting how when people from other countries visit Mexico, like I've met some friends that are from Spain and from other countries that come here, and them trying our food and them trying in trying to incorporate to how we live in is, it's really respectable.
My position comes basically from having friends from all over the world, in which it makes me be more empathic with all their cultures because, for example, we don't like I respect the culture of my Chinese friend or my Argentinian friend. They are all very different, but with each other, we can respect each other. And also, I enjoy seeing cultural diversity all around the world because, for example, if you go to, I don't know, Vatican City, you can see like any person from all around the world that shares some kind of belief. So that's really interesting also. But yeah.
Yeah, like my situation is kind of the same as Andrea because I also have like international friends, and I think it's really important that they feel like safe here in another country that it's not their own, like with their culture, with their traditions, and basically with their identity. But I also think it's important, like when you travel, to respect the country that you are, their traditions, their culture, basically, because you can you can't just go there and like still do the things that you do here because they will think that it's disrespectful for their culture.
Yeah, my position is also kind of, or kind of comes from there too, like traveling to other countries and seeing the many different beliefs that you are meant to respect, and that they always have something to contribute on, so you can always learn like new skills or have new points of view. So it's important to be open to new things that you can learn. And also I think the position comes from interacting with people from different countries at school or in everyday life. Well, I think that's it. I don't know if you want to comment anything else. Okay. Well,
Thank you, Michelle, for conducting this video.